Some of y'all don't want to hear that because you don't live in reality. But I'm telling you, as a psychologist, I'm not going to be able to psychologize all of them on the corner. Some of them going to sleep for good.
Send him 2-3 years Dagestan and forget.
So they didn't say me left. Come on, Rob. Go, Rob.
Welcome. What's up? This is, y'all know who I am, right? I think somebody, well, first off, somebody left a comment today, and all I can tell them is to go, in the words of Dick Cheney, go f yourself. Have some commentary to say about me, but anyway, it don't matter. What's up? I'm here with everybody. What's good, Chaos? Who's all here? Myrna's in the building. Yvonne's in the building. All the Jag Nation, all the Jaganators in the building. Yeah. Brandon Lee said, LeRon said, what, you asking, you shall receive. So you already knew. You knew what was coming up. You was like, yeah, we gonna talk about this. Netflix Live, Kevin Hart roast. But we're gonna let everybody pile in. What's up, y'all? What's up, Jag? You here?
Yeah, I'm here. It's an interesting time on these YouTube streets. It really is. It's an interesting time.
Oh, it's a real interesting time. Go ahead.
No, somebody had an interesting question to ask about the intros, because apparently you use both intros tonight, and there's a reason why there's two intros. It's because we're operating from two different channels. We are live on Set in the West and the Jaguar Right Effect.
Kimberly Watson, you must be new. Can we get to the point already? I mean,
listen to me. If you're talking about Hunt's Point, you can feel free to go on over there and start your host-throwing and get to that money, because that's the only point.
Get to that point. Yeah.
You know what I mean? That we're going to acknowledge here. Like I'm trying to understand what's going on. People seem to really, really, really just be, I don't know, up in arms. And they like, you are new. Well, do yourself a favor, new girl. Do yourself a favor. Please, let's not just come in being huffy and puffy and being nasty. We appreciate your membership here. We appreciate everyone here. But don't come around. You know, can I just share a little grievance about the mild rudeness that I've been experiencing? Like, apparently, you know, people like to get in my comments and they like to talk about my co-hosts. They like to talk about my guests, you know, and I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh, I can't stand listening to this person. Why is this person saying this? Why is this person saying that? This is supposed to be about you. This is the Jaguar Right Show. And guess what? When I listen, you know, to shows like The Breakfast Club, if I should listen, I don't particularly care for DJ Envy's commentary at all. Matter of fact, I'm just going to be completely honest. Ever since Lauren LaRosa got there, Just Hilarious is practically superfluous. But they're there.
Mm-hmm.
Why are they there? Because they're a part of the production. So whatever I choose, or whatever we choose, the team, to be a part of the production, that's just a part of the production. I'm sick and tired of listening to trolls pretend to be supporters. And I hope y'all know that we see you, because we know we got a good share of spies that are sitting up in our memberships, acting crazy and talking crazy. You know, there's somebody that used to be that was coming around quite regularly on the channel up until, a little while ago. And you're not going to see them here. And you want to know why you're not going to see them here? I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. Should I tell them why?
Sure.
You know what? I got a better idea. Let's see how well you know me. What do you think I'm going to say?
You know what? I'm not gonna even try to think. How about that?
Oh,
I was breaking it down before. I said binary code versus the superimposed new these new quantum chips. You're like one of those. I can't point what you're gonna do. I know you, but I can't. Binary code is simple, zeros and ones. This new stuff is
okay. Then let me say it like this. There's a certain protocol that comes along with being able to spot a rat, a weirdo, a spy, or a troll. I practically have a whole handbook. And then recently I came across some other information that took it to a whole nother level of the breakdown. So I'm going to say this. Anytime anybody comes into this chat pretending to be a friend of this community, pretending to be a friend of these channels, and they're very, very, very busy, and they're talking to everyone, and they're spending time making sure that they're known, making sure that they're noticed, making sure that they're this and they're that. And then the next thing you know, they want to start loving up on people, and then they want to hit a panel if we drop a link, and they want to show themselves and make themselves look like they really are, oh yeah, we're harmless. And then the next thing you know, all they want to do is start attacking every conversation, start attacking people in chats, start creating, just causing chaos. You've already exposed yourself.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to make that clear. We're watching. We ain't saying no names. We're not doing it like we used to do it, because I used to do public outings and make sure that everybody knew who the troll was that was getting burned. I used to do whole ceremonies. I think one of the dopest ones that I did, though, was the troll ducking live, where we did the live inside of a live inside of a live.
Mm-hmm. That was like a damn Moloch. Moloch is the troll version, just burning them.
Oh, listen to me, Kat. I'm gonna tell you something right now. We used to march him down on a plank and tell him to jump. Sure did. And I'm telling you, that troll ducking live, woo, that was something special.
That was genius.
That was something special.
I ain't gonna lie.
Because we was able to give the whole timeline. If people really don't think that I know. I scared you? Oh, well, don't nobody want to scare nobody. Because trust me,
I know.
If you're scared, there's a reason.
The reason why. And speaking of, we're going to get into this later, but somebody's definitely scared.
One point it out. If you see one, point it out. Yeah, we haven't had to do that. We haven't had to sing that song in quite some time.
Why this thing tripping? I was saying, speaking of scared, I don't know why this thing ain't doing what it's doing, but give me 1 second. Okay, all right. I guess it's saying that it don't want to do what it do. Look, there's a lot of things going on right now. Let me just say it like this. Look, check it out. First off, what you see on the screen, we are going to discuss that. I think it's very important. I just want to go in with the family and kind of like really break this down. It's very interesting. Katt Williams.
Well, we can Kevin definitely Hart. Break it down, but I just want to say something to baby girl Tay. Baby girl Tay, I don't have trust issues. I don't. I just know who to trust and who not to trust. And I'm one of those people that believes that people should earn my trust. Much as I've been lied to. Let's not just take it and just push it all off to some little strange bout with paranoia. No, 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 I ain't paranoid. Not at all.
It's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. I
Much
think I
deeper than
think a
that.
lot of people, and I'm starting to understand it. I'm starting to understand it. There's a difference between paranoid personality and then being targeted. Let's just say it like that. Let me throw this out there though,
Mhm.
real quick, because we're going to talk about this later. Y'all
I'm
might
gonna
want to
tell you
hang
what's
around
sad.
for this.
I'm gonna tell you what's really sad.
They might want to hang around for this. But tell us what's sad.
Somebody said the two little guys, and what's really sad is that Kevin Hart is shorter than Cat.
Katt
That's
Williams like
funny.
5'2", so
Actually, no, he's not. Cat is my height. He's like five. Well, actually, Cat's like 5'6". He's like
okay.
5'6". I'm 5'5".
Okay.
Kevin's smaller than that. Just smaller than that. Wee little bite size. Little, little, little bite size, warriors. You couldn't care less about trash. I understand how you feel about that. I do. I
There's a
do.
method to this. There's a method to the
There's an understanding. There is definitely an understanding. Sure enough.
and we ain't gonna give it too much energy. It's just I think a lot of people don't understand what I was talking about with this new cycle of yeah, it's a 30-year
Karma.
cycle. Karma. It's your
Karma
life
coming,
work.
karma coming,
What have you
karma
been
coming.
doing for the past 30 years? I can break it down, and I literally just did a whole a, a deep dive just on my own life and said, oh, okay, I see what's going on. I think a lot of
Mhm.
people they don't assess their own surroundings. And shout out to I think Chaos just said it about the whole paranoid thing. He said, how are you paranoid for controlling what comes into your space? That's real talk.
That is a great outlook. That's a great way to say it. Once upon a time, people used to value their space. Once upon a time, but it's strange because now that we have the internet, there's so much intrusion when it comes to the internet. Like, I'm still trying to understand how people don't see it as clearly as I do. When we were young, we were taught not to trust strangers, not to talk to strangers.
Yeah.
But now we have the internet, and everybody is a freaking stranger. Alive.
Essentially, yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
know these people.
Not at
You
all.
can sit there, you could talk to them all day long in chats. Like, I'm telling you something right now. I've been watching that worst series on Netflix. And so I was watching Worst Ex Ever. And do you know 90% of those shows, all of the people met online.
Mm.
The guy that they were calling the Deadpool Unaliver
Mm-hmm.
down in Florida, you remember him?
Mm-hmm.
He met all of his victims on dating apps, online,
That
Instagram,
makes sense. Perfect
DMs.
sense.
Like, all of these people are meeting online. Like, you're literally getting online and you're talking to a complete stranger. And you trust in everything. You just trust in everything. Oh, sure, I'll meet you in public. Can you imagine if Jack the Ripper had social media? His count would have been a lot higher.
Mm-hmm.
His count would have been a whole lot higher if Jack the Ripper had social media. Like, for whatever reason, the internet has made us like completely lose our judgment.
Inhibitions
And
on meeting people
yeah,
or having people in your circle.
yeah. And trusting absolute don't talk to strangers. That's what we were taught. When we went out into the world, we didn't talk to everybody. And guess what? It was a little bit different because you could get you could feel energy coming off of people. You can't feel energy through the screen.
Not at all.
But hey, well, welcome. So let's just get into it.
We got hold on. I was gonna just tick off Patriot. You said you sub. Okay, appreciate it.
Welcome.
Baby girl Tay. Like the media's having everything public just to get paid. It's a catch to that, yeah.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Stranger danger online is a whole nother level. And I'm gonna tell you something right now. Like what I will say for me, I'm so grateful that if somebody asks me how I met you, I could say the old-fashioned way.
Oh, I was
know,
done. I was done meeting people on internet, dating apps, I was been done with that because
I can
look,
see why. I know some things about you. I
right,
can see why.
right. People can put
That
up a facade. They can put on the best Academy Award acting. What they can do all that. But then when you really, you're like, nah. And then, think about it. We got to just do a whole conversation about that. The old-fashioned way is like the way to go right now. Because if you are meeting people in your own interactions with them online, it's all curated.
Yeah.
Like they go, oh, here's my Instagram. Most people don't give out phone numbers. And I get that. I understand that. Okay, Instagram. That's the first introduction to a person. Instagram. You see their curated reality of what they ain't talking about the crazy ex and the baby daddy that did this and the ex-boyfriend, like they ain't talking about all that. They ain't showing you all that. They're showing you the curated version of themselves on IG.
Listen to me. Social media is all curated. It's all lies. Most people are not telling the truth. Most people are not being honest. Listen to me. I was talking to a friend of mine one day, and she was telling me how her dude used to get up in the morning to go to the gym. Like he would literally go to the gym and he'd be back home within like 30, 40 minutes. He would drive to the gym, get on the treadmill, turn on his camera, say, hey guys, I'm working out this morning, do his morning post. And as soon as he was done posting, he would leave. He'd be laying in the bed. He would get up out of the bed, go to the bathroom, get dressed, put his clothes on, do his morning post, and then take his clothes off and get right back in the bed.
That's sick. Why not just have a whole workout?
Well, because it wasn't. It was for the great. What was that they used to say? Do it for the vine. You remember the vine? Do it for the vine.
Yeah.
No, but you got people out here that operate on that kind of time right now. So we have to ask ourselves, like, how healthy are our online behaviors? Because I tell people all the time, if your online behavior doesn't match your real world behavior, there's something off there, because that means you are intentionally living a false life just for attention. Like we got too much of that going on in this world, like way too much of that going on in this world.
Yeah. Yep. But anyway, it's a good way to start that, because we do got a whole lot going on. And for those who don't know, live from Inglewood, California last night, we had Katt Williams roasting the hell out of Kevin Hart. Now, let me give you a little backstory because supposedly there was like beef. I wouldn't even say it was beef. I think it was just more of a less like just how Hollywood is. They always have us in competition with each other. Think about this: Michael Jackson, Prince, both great artists. Imagine if Michael Jackson and Prince did an album together. They never did anything together. But imagine if they just said, all right, we're going to do something together. It would be crazy. No. I know. No, think about it. Look, you see how you are? You thinking like a West Coast nigga. You thinking like a West Coast ninja, Bloods and Crips. No. Think about it. I'm just
that's
saying.
not how I'm thinking. I'm thinking of their styles. I'm thinking of their approaches to songs and music. I could never hear Prince singing over any of Prince's Michael Jackson singing over any of Prince's B-sides. I don't even think he could have pulled off "I Want to Be Your Lover." I don't even think he could have pulled off "I Feel for You," and I'm gonna tell you why. Because Prince had a particularly feminine, he was able to mix the masculine and the feminine so well. Like if you think of a lot of his songs that he wrote that were covered, they weren't covered by men. Most of his songs that we've heard were all covered by women. Think about that. No.
Yeah, Shaka Khan. Yeah.
Shaka Khan, "I Feel for You."
You talking about covered. You said covered. I was talking about who he wrote for. My bad. Because he did I Feel for You.
No, all of those songs, he didn't write those for them. He wrote those for himself. They adapted those records.
And it worked.
"I Want to Be Your Lover." He did that first.
And he
do me, baby. Like you never
I Want to Be Your Lover was dedicated to. I Want to Be Your Lover was dedicated to. Okay, never mind. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, I'm listening. It was dedicated to who?
I'm asking you. I heard it was dedicated to Patrice Rushen. He had like a thing for her.
It's a possibility. I never heard of that. I don't even see Patrice Rushen being his type.
No, I heard that.
He liked the mulatto mix-up. People keep forgetting he was from Minneapolis.
You know, I used to produce for Patrice Rushen's old manager. I can message her right now, him in this act. I think that's a reality. Now, I may be wrong. It may not have been Patrice, but it was somebody from that era. But anyway, look, let's not.
Mickey Howard has a mix just like Michael Jackson. Anything is possible.
Okay. Well, the reason why I even said that, shall we deviate and go off into a whole different chamber?
No,
I was trying to set it up.
You were just saying that, imagine if they had worked together. And I'm saying because of the kinds of artists that they were, I don't see it working. I don't think Michael Jackson would have been able to rock on a Prince track or even with any of his writing. And I don't see Prince falling into the Michael Jackson. Like they were both so very just their styles. I don't know if I would have wanted to see them as a group.
So what I was referring to was really just about the possibility. I never was saying that they would be a group or anything like that. I said, what if? Because really the whole thing is about Hollywood and how they divide. It's always about division. I remember seeing We Are the World and Prince was there and he was clowning freaking Quincy Jones. But
he's clowning everybody.
What I'm saying is, I know. But what I'm saying is the possibility. See, Hollywood is going to always have us on some division shit. It's never about, hey, why don't y'all really get together and then y'all can do your own thing. But that's the conversation where I was going with the shit. I basically was saying, there could have been that possibility, like not in their heyday, their early days. I'm just saying, think about like if Prince was around right now, if Mike was around right now, I probably could see them in the studio, maybe Prince producing something, Mike doing some singing. I don't know, but there would have been a possibility. But Hollywood is always on some divide these niggas, keep these niggas away from each other. And the reason why I say that is because I'm going on the flip side with this Katt Williams, Kevin Hart situation. So Katt came in the game, I think the first time, I mean, he's been doing comedy for a minute, but I saw him in Friday, was it Friday After Next? And that shit was funny. And then, you know, Kevin Hart, he came around, no, Kevin Hart came in a little bit before that, but
No,
long story short,
no.
it was after that. It was after that. 'cause
Cat
it
was
was 90,
Cat was around. Cat was around
that was around way earlier,
before
but I'm saying film. Yeah,
before Kevin. And I remember when Kevin hit. It was early 2000s when Kevin
Yep.
first started hitting, and then he had Soul Plane. So Cat
there,
was
yeah, there was
already
2002.
yeah
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So
No, Cat
what
Cat
I'm
had been
saying,
rocking ever since like 93, 94.
yeah,
He was
early
building
90s,
his
yeah,
way up.
and
Yeah.
yeah. So, but what I'm saying is these two short midget rump bastard Negroes could have been on some like, hey, maybe we could do some collaborative type of deal. Now, do you see that? Even though you
No.
said you don't see Prince and Mike, no, why
No.
not?
Well, I mean, for the very reason. Look at the roast. Cat is a natural born and brilliant comedian. The way he was setting up his jabs, it was a roast. He wasn't doing nothing but taking shots at Kevin and clean shots, and he was setting them up and he was putting it together. I can only imagine if he had to put some time into it, exactly how much he could have destroyed him. He was actually taking it light. He was lightweight on that ass. Like he kind of gave him like a little cat sermon. Kevin wasn't even funny. Kevin wasn't funny at all. Matter of fact, Kevin sounded defensive. Kevin sounded accusatory. Kevin sounded like he was just, kind of whack. So for me, I don't see them balancing each other. Like that's why they put Kevin with the people that they put him with. That's why he did so much work with The Rock, because The Rock is just as cheesy as he is. Like that's why you've never seen him work with anybody really funny. Who has Kevin Hart worked with that's been real funny? Nobody.
Nah, yeah, you got a point.
No,
Well,
nobody.
since you're talking about the roast, I think let's let everyone know we got it clipped up. We're gonna go over the whole thing for the most part, and I mean we can stop and pause it, but yeah, there's two different comedic styles for sure. And I'm gonna say my
It's not even two
commentary
comedic
first.
styles. You have somebody that is talented and somebody who's facilitated, I guess, to a certain extent. Because the truth is, everybody knows Kevin Hart doesn't write his own jokes.
Well, that's where I was about to go. Kevin Hart
So,
don't write, so I take it Katt Williams write his own jokes.
yes, Cat is a great writer.
Okay.
He's a great writer. He has writers who he works with as well. But it's just, ugh. Yeah, nah, it was kind of pathetic, actually, just watching that whole, like, how they giving him a roast and trying to call him a goat. A goat of what? A Billy goat?
A
Eat
baby
cans and shit? I don't.
Baby go.
They just be
Well,
throwing around. Listen to me. They called that girl Clarissa. They let her run around calling herself the greatest woman of all time, and she still. I can't. Go ahead. All I can say is look at the Titan Warriors. That clip that I put up of her getting ate up by a real Olympian.
well,
Ooh,
they
come on.
they gave Katt Williams. I'm sorry, they gave Kevin Hart the GOAT, which is okay. That's debatable, but I guess right now, I guess if we want to talk about it, because we're going to talk about
that's about as credible as that complex list.
Well, yeah. But we'll talk about comedians and where they stand. I want to get the audience's opinion of like who is the actual GOAT. Because even when it was like the kings of comedy, okay, there were some great. I mean, of course, Bernie Mac. You can't take nothing away from Bernie Mac. Steve and DL and Cedric. Okay, okay. It's whatever Hollywood tell us who. Bernie Mac was funny as shit. That's one thing for sure.
Can I tell you something that Katt said that I was in the presence of one day when we were at the house of Marina Del Rey and his writing staff was all around. They were, writing the episodes for, his cartoon on the Adult Swim. And so, they were talking about great comedy specials. And then everyone started talking about Kings of Comedy, best comedy special ever, whoop-de-whoop-de-woo, yada, yada, yada. And Katt walked into the room. He was like, that's really what y'all think? Maybe I need to get some new writers. He said, Kings of Comedy. He said it took 4 niggas to do what Eddie Murphy did all by himself in Raw.
Boom.
He said it took 4 to do what Eddie Murphy could do all by himself. And that's so wild because I'm sitting there listening to Kevin and he's sitting up there running off all the movies that he was in his whole resume of movies where his part could have been played by anybody. And these are just, American films, family films. And that doesn't make you the greatest of anything. That just means that you were able to fill a space. You played a good token nigga. And say, oh yeah, and I'm supposed to believe that you turned down all of those roles for a cameo in Norbit. Norbit was brilliant. Norbit was also an Eddie Murphy film. And Eddie Murphy put that film together brilliantly. And guess what? And guess who wouldn't have been funny in Norbit? Kevin Hart. Yeah. So anyway, long and short, I digress. I just wanted to throw that out.
Yeah. No doubt. No, that's what's up. It's
Kevin did wear that dress. Kevin did wear that dress too.
I think
he made sure he looked like a cute little schoolgirl over there on the Saturday Night Live. I'ma shut up. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. All I was gonna say is I think if someone's gonna call themselves the GOAT, it really you let the people speak on it, and you do this thing independently, like get out there and really, if you got the machine behind you, okay, whatever, but you can't call yourself no GOAT if you ain't really out here doing the regular clubs, people really coming out to see you, what you working your material that way, and people really genuinely fucking with you. If you're being forced, if this is a forced situation, you ain't no goddamn GOAT. You the bloat. Anyway, let's just do this.
What does that mean, the bloat?
The biggest loser of all time. The shit that they push on people. The plant shit, right? Plant. So I got the Katt Williams roast. This was live Netflix. I got it right here. We're gonna go ahead and run it. You can pause it whenever you feel. I'm gonna just run it. You pause it at certain points. All right. So here we go.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hello, Kevin.
Hello, Katt.
I'm surprised they invited me. That's how little star power you have. They had to start inviting your enemies.
Damn.
I said I hate him. They said come anyway. Very humble of me to be at your goat roast tonight, Kevin. I've won an Emmy Award, but this is going to be my best acting tonight as I pretend like you are a goat. For the people at home, you're wondering, why is the Cat Man doing this? For the money, bitch. This is my Riyadh Comedy Festival.
Right.
Only one with a soul. Kevin, you're going to hear some things tonight that you're not familiar with. Those things are called punchlines. Is this dais the best that the industry could put together for dear old Kev? I'm not sure if the Illuminati is real or if this is the junior varsity version, but for those of you just joining us, Kevin and I had beef, and I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because privately, this motherfucker stole everything from me. Before he saw my act, he was a 6'3" white man.
Damn.
I tried to tell y'all that Kevin Hart was a plant.
A plant.
Because I keep burying him, he keeps springing back the fuck up.
That's
like a
Hollywood.
plant.
Yep.
Yes, I said some things I'd like to take back. Some things I said were misunderstood. I did say that Kevin was a Hollywood puppet, and I want to explain that. Because it might not be what you think. I meant that the head of Netflix literally has his whole hand up Kevin's ass and can make him do anything.
Damn.
Kevin only has one rule in his movies: no N-word. And that N-word is no.
Damn.
Edit, never, ever. Scary
Damn.
Movie 3, Ride Along, Night School, Get Hard. I turned down all of them because I was not comfortable being a coon. Went right behind me for the same practice.
Damn.
If you're going to see a Kevin Hart movie, do yourself a favor, see it in a black theater so you can hear words like, I want my motherfucking money back. And I want my money back too. Or this is some bull. I want my money back.
Right.
Even The Rock can't save your ass. Kevin and The Rock have what you call a bromance. That's when two actors secretly the shit out of each other.
Oh.
That part.
Oh.
But seriously, how can you not love Kevin? Only two people have done that. Me and his father. Kevin once said if his son was gay, he would take a dollhouse and hit him over the head with it, which is arguably the gayest way to abuse a child.
Right.
But you cannot cancel Kevin Hart. You just can't do it. He's made of Teflon.
Kevin's cracking
tried
up.
to cancel him for being homophobic, and I don't get it. I'm saying the guy who's obsessed with shopping sprees and fitness, always surrounded by 10 dudes and Chelsea Handler and oiled up half Samoan bodybuilders and a vegan restaurant and bought yoga pants. You think that guy is homophobic? That guy is a fairy, bitch. He is not. That's the gayest man I ever met. You slay queen. You do that. They tried to cancel Kevin for the Diddy parties. Hurled allegations at him. But thanks to all the baby oil, the charges didn't stick.
Damn.
Kevin famously was at a brunch.
A fucking brunch.
Kevin was at a bunch of Diddy parties, but in his defense, it was only because Diddy thought he was 10. Kevin even hosted a record release party for P. Diddy. There was a record number of releases. On the bed, in the pool, on the floor, everywhere but the hose. I want to be clear. Just because Kevin went to Diddy parties does not mean he did something wrong. The fact that he gets all quiet when you bring it up, that means he did something wrong. Yet people give him awards. Kevin, I have an idea for a movie where you travel back in time and Mark Twain takes his motherfucking award back and calls you the N-word. Now that's a good movie. So I know you'll pass on it.
Wow.
All right, listen. I could go on all night hating on Kevin Hart. I have perfected it. But at some point, you've got to look yourself in the mirror and say, do I really want to have beef with the rabbit Snowball from The Secret Life of Pets 2? Yes, I do, Kevin. Yes, I do. Motherfucker wouldn't even play a black rabbit. Can you imagine the foolery? I'm out. Good night, Inglewood. Thank y'all so much.
All right, I'm gonna pause it there because that was Katt's roast. That was Katt's roast.
Brilliant.
Audience, what do y'all think? What do y'all think of that? Because Katt
Put a one in the chat. Put a one in the chat if you think Katt hit the hammer on the nail, knocked it out the park. Put a 2 in the chat if you think it was so-so. 1 in the chat if you think Katt killed it. 2 in the chat if you think ones. Lots of ones. Like I knocked it out the park. Pure professional. Well, I think we got our answer. 10s across the board, people are saying. Yeah. The baby oil, it slid right out of them charges. The whole industry did.
Yeah.
I guess that's why he had more than 1,000 bottles, so everybody could get a slide. Yeah, it was like a comedic sermon. It was fabulous.
I mean, it was funny. It was funny. It was funny. I definitely. I mean, it was funny. It was funny.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody know how Katt get down. Katt just, you know. I am shooketh. Yeah, that was good. That was good. So Kevin Hart, he interjects. He comes in. This is he comes in and, you know, I wouldn't say counter. Let's just say he does what he do. He
tried to do a response. Yeah.
Let's peep it. Go ahead.
Hold on. Just give me 1 fucking minute. Me and this man have been at odds for years on years. You coming out here, quite the fucking surprise. But Katt, I can sit and I can watch you, I can laugh, because I'm a fucking fan first, okay? I'm a fan first.
All right.
Katt, we have an opportunity in real time, this is live television, to put our fucking beef behind us. I am offering you an olive branch of peace. I want to be a brother. I want to be a friend. Katt, I want to move on. Can we move on? Boy, oh boy, y'all got Katt Williams to come out here, huh? Katt Williams. Katt Williams came out here. You know, this is a time to really make everybody realize. Everybody has said tonight that I can't act. Kevin cannot act. What I want you to do is go back and look at that moment where I shook Katt's hand and I looked him in the eye and I said, I just want us to be friends.
See, he stole that. Like he was already he was piggybacking off of what Katt just did, because Katt said that shit in the beginning. All right.
Mm-hmm. Some of the best acting that I've ever did in my career. I did not mean one word of what I said. Katt Williams. Katt Williams is a motherfucking liar. He's a liar. Y'all been believing that little nigga for years. Katt has lied on me about so much, It's ridiculous, man. Y'all only believe it because he uses words that you haven't heard in a long time. Words like restaurant or amenities, like that.
Come on.
Kev said that I went to Diddy parties. Kev been to Diddy parties. Kev always goes to Diddy parties. I ain't been to no Diddy parties. I went to one party, and this is the truth. I went to one party. I went to one fucking party, okay? And the only reason why that little nigga know I was there is because he was there. Cat was at the same party. I saw him, he saw me. He said, shh, you nigga, tell the truth. Tell the truth, nigga. We was at the same party. I ain't no snitch, but a lot of people was there. Shaq was there, Usher was there.
You just tell him.
Shannon Sharp was there. He was DJing. The Roots were there. Y'all didn't do nothing, but I saw y'all too.
The Roots were there. Y'all didn't do nothing, but I saw y'all too. Okay. All right.
Number one, that's not the party that Katt was referring to. Katt was referring to the party that has aired all over VH1 and MTV when Kevin Hart yells out, "Why is there a dildo just sitting in the middle of the bed?"
Yeah, I remember that. God.
And the Roots weren't there. They didn't get invited. They weren't that cool. He sound like a little man in a dress trying to save face because he got burnt. He got burnt.
He's a fucking liar. Stop believing this nigga lies. Cat told y'all he read 3,000 books a year. He said that. He said, I read 3,000 books a year.
That's
all right,
a lot
let's
of
unpack it. Let's talk about the books that you didn't read. That's what I want to talk about. What are the books that you didn't read? I'll tell you what it was. He obviously didn't read his probation paperwork. I'll tell you that. That nigga didn't read that. He didn't read. He didn't. He didn't read the room when that little 12-year-old choked him out. I'll tell you that.
You're bringing up O's.
I don't give a how bad things get in my life. I ain't never been choked out by no kid. You know it's bad when you start asking people where his parents at. Whose kid is this? I don't know, nigga. You lost. You lost. Katt Williams came out here in a goddamn cape. I've never seen Katt in a regular suit, not one time. I've never seen him. Only time I've seen him in a suit was a lawsuit.
Never seen you in a regular suit either. You dressed like the children's section.
Okay. All
Talking
right.
about a regular suit. He can't even fit a regular suit.
I took all his movies that he turned down. He said that. He said that. You sat there and laughed at it. Ha 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 ha. This must be the truth. All right, well, let's unpack it. Let's unpack it. Katt said I turned down all of them. Okay, well, let's talk about it, Katt. So you're telling me that you turned down Jumanji 1, 2, 3, Ride Along, 1, 2, Central Intelligence, Think Like a Man, 1, 2, The Upside, About Last Night, 40-Year-Old Virgin, High School, Night School, Me Time, Borderlands, Man from Toronto. Oh! So you could do a cameo in Norbit? Is that what the f*** you're telling me, Katt?
Wait, why is he trying to shame him for Eddie Murphy movie? If any, number one, Eddie Murphy.
Why do you think I said what I said?
That Eddie Murphy's funny than a mother. I don't give a.
Norbit is the shit.
Norbit is funny. Norbit is funny. Eddie Murphy is funny as shit.
All of those movies that he brought,
the ones he brought up were just mid. Night School, the one with him and mid. Eddie Murphy's funny as fuck. Katt doing that just one thing and it supersedes anyway. All right, I don't want to sound like I'm hating.
The f*** you're telling me, Katt? Can't be in my f***ing movies. You think they want a pimp in Jumanji? Is that what the f*** you think we need? Ain't no hoes in Jumanji. What the f*** is Katt doing in Jumanji? Hey, bitch, get out the tree. What the f***? We don't need that. What the f*** are you doing? It's the big leagues up here.
Okay.
I gotta stop. I gotta stop on Katt because it's not good for all these white people to see two black people fighting. Two little niggas fighting. We're too small to have the beef that we had. So Katt, it's over. The beef is over between me and Katt. And on a serious note, the fact that man showed up tonight and he showed out. Katt showed the out.
Yep.
I love that. I love that he shined, man. I love that we were able to look each other.
Okay. All right.
Shake each other's hands.
So that was that.
And I meant what I said. I did. I really did. I meant what the fuck I said, man. That beef is over. Me and Katt are friends from today moving forward, okay?
Bullshit.
We're friends from, okay?
Good.
We're friends
Right.
from today moving forward.
Good.
Bullshit.
Okay. So that's that. Then he proceeded to talk shit about Lizzo, but no.
Did that
okay.
sound like the goat? Did that sound like a goat to you? A goat of comedy?
That sounded like a no. It sounded that ain't no goat shit. That's not goat level comedy. That was his clapback. Nah.
Okay, how about we ask everybody out here in the room? Okay, put a goat in the chat if that was goat level clapback, or put tomatoes if you think he was whack.
And while y'all are, let us know what y'all feel, how y'all feel about this. Let me just say this. I've always peeped how Hollywood, put certain individuals on a pedestal, and then everybody just kind of like, oh yeah, well that person is kind of great. Look, it's like the internet. I think a lot of people, not y'all, because we got a unique audience here. A lot of people get on the internet now to figure out how to feel about certain stuff. It started with Me Too, and do people going in on men, and then straight men are the enemy, and this and that. Like, people got, so you got people that are like, oh my God, I gotta be hive mentality. I can't be this. I can't say this because I don't want to sound. I don't want to get canceled. I want to be. So people get on the internet to figure out how to feel and how to think and how to, like, it's weird. But Hollywood is the same way. They will put people on pedestals, put it in your face, keep putting this person in your face, keep putting this person in your face, and well, okay, all right, I like them. It's like a song. I think. Let me see. There's a bunch of songs, man. I was so jaded in the early 2000s with like Nelly, and I ain't gonna lie, I saw Nelly at a live performance and I stopped hating on him. But before that, I was hating on Nelly, like, this nigga's whack. They keep putting him in my face. I can't say, well, he is, I know. But I saw him at a live performance.
And his music wasn't that great. If you had to choose between Nelly and Ludacris, who would you choose?
Oh, well, Luda stood the test of time, and Luda's not whack. But what I'm saying is, let me not deviate. I'm just basically saying how media, mainstream media, will push people in your face, and they will do this on purpose because they have a machine behind them. They have investors. They're clicked in with the right individuals. Now, before I even get into what I wanted to ask y'all, because I kind of want to know who's everyone's favorite comedian.
People keep forgetting I know this little punk.
Okay,
he wasn't shit back at home. He was never going to be shit back at home. His brother was always cooler than him. Me and his brother was friends, and I still do not know where his brother is at. I haven't seen his brother. Nobody has seen his brother since he got into that car accident and almost lost his life, and then came back like nothing was wrong. Like nothing ever happened to him. I played pool with his brother. I remember when he gave his brother the money to buy our childhood hangout, Ball Busters. Something's off. He wasn't telling jokes like a comedian. He was snapping. He was just snapping back like a dude from around the way. That's not the GOAT.
And it wasn't that great.
It wasn't even good. It was whack. And do you know who should be embarrassed? You know who should really, really, really be embarrassed? Netflix. That this is the kind of slop they're pushing off. Like they just gave Eddie Murphy an award. Do you know exactly how much they cheapened that by doing this? Kevin
The
wasn't
greatest of
funny.
all,
His wife was funnier than him, and she still is. Salute to Tory Hart.
the greatest of all time, in my opinion, right now, I'm giving it to Eddie Murphy. My greatest, the greatest for me is Red Fox, and then I got George Carlin, like, and Sam Kinison, somewhere around there. You know what I'm saying? That's just me though. So I go way back with this, the comedians that Red Fox is a funny motherfucker. I have his vinyl, and they Hollywood. Let me not even go there. But Jag, I wanted to bring this up because a lot of people have been talking about this, and I saw the comedy routine some time back of a sister named Akilah Hughes, and she was talking about behind the scene dramas that broke up Key and Peele. Now everybody knows Key and Peele. You heard about that?
I've been hearing about that, but why don't you fill everybody in?
Okay. Online right now, people are talking about Akilah Hughes. She's a sister who she was kind of like talking, but not like directly. She was talking about a failed sketch comedy project that involved Keegan-Michael Key from Key and Peele, and his wife, Elle Key. My bad. I said Elle Kill. Elle Key. I'm thinking, okay. And then Jordan Peele. Everybody know who Jordan Peele is, right? And Chelsea Peretti. So in the discussion, people online decoded nicknames like Locke as Keegan-Michael Key and Banana as Jordan Peele, the wife as Elle Key, Banana's wife, as Chelsea Peretti. The claim being discussed is that Key's wife became an EP on Akilah's show and allegedly caused problems behind the scenes, like on purpose. And she didn't say their name. She kind of like danced around. She said it in a brilliant way, and she didn't even mention, but she low-key was like saying it was Disney that was behind it. So it says Jordan Peele's wife, Chelsea Peretti, an EP on her show, claimed it appears to be about Keegan-Michael Key's wife, Elle Key, not Peele's wife. So there's an online rumor basically saying that Hughes, Key, his wife, Jordan Peele, and Chelsea Peretti, but people are mixing it up with who's the wife and what role she allegedly played.
Yo, I don't know what just happened. I have no idea what just happened. Not at all. But hold on a second, guys. What happened? Where did he go? Hold on a second.
Wait, why they try to assassinate me, God? They try to assassinate me, God. What's good? They try to assassinate me, God. What happened? My whole internet just went out. No cap.
You just gone.
What did I leave off?
I don't know. I stopped hearing you. I was about to leave out of the studio, and then the next thing I know, you disappeared.
I'm glad you didn't leave out. So what? Wait. All right, people. What did y'all hear last? Because I was going in. I already know
because I couldn't hear anything you were saying.
What did y'all hear last? Because I was going in. I think. See, look.
I was just waiting for it to cut back in.
Nah, my whole internet is still out. My whole internet is out.
They sending bullets.
Because I was going in. Okay, so what did y'all hear? No, real talk. Whole internet is out. You said the last thing you heard was my favorite comedian. Damn, what? Shit. Did y'all? Okay. Did y'all hear what I said about Jordan Peele's wife?
Somebody said you were talking about.
Yeah. Okay.
Wife.
So there's basically the rumors that. And they did that on purpose because I was cooking. I started cooking. Look, internet's still out. That's crazy. Hughes, Keegan Michael Key, and his wife, Elle Key, Jordan Peele, and Chelsea Pirelli, they're mixing it up to say like who's the wife. But they're basically saying Peele's wife was his handler, allegedly. And then they're saying that the movie Get Out was really about
his life.
Keegan-Michael Key. It was about Keegan-Michael Key. Jordan Peele wrote that shit about Keegan-Michael Key. If you pay attention to the movie now and you look at her stand-up comedy, it will all make sense. Look up the stand-up comedy of Akili. Her name is Akilah. Last name is Hughes, like Howard Hughes, right? And she's saying it, but she's saying it so she don't get sued. But she's basically low-key saying Peele's wife is his handler. Jordan Peele wrote the whole Get Out, or Get Out was basically about Keegan-Michael Key. Could be about Jordan Peele too. But y'all, peep the game. I said I was going in and then my whole shit just went out. That's crazy. I was going in my this motherfucking internet still ain't on. But yo, I'm not lying. I literally and Jay, that's why I wanted to talk about it. Because I was like, this would be an interesting conversation just to tie this in too. Because of course, I said my favorite comedian was I'm gonna give it to Red Fox, and then I'm showing some love to George Carlin, but
Richard Pryor, you can't get away from that. Richard Pryor is phenomenal, but the problem is that if you're going to acknowledge Richard Pryor,
you got to acknowledge Paul Mooney.
You have to acknowledge Paul Mooney,
and that's a problem.
Paul Mooney was the writer behind Richard Pryor.
No Diddy. Pause. Yeah, and I look, I ain't gonna lie. I met the Mooney twins. Good people. I love them dudes. They cool. I just can't rock with Paul Mooney. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You don't have to anymore because he's deceased.
I'm just saying, even in his decease, in his spirit, I am not rocking with Paul Mooney. I heard what Richard Pryor's son said about it. I was like, okay, I'm cool.
See, that's the thing. There's so much of that.
I know.
There's so much of that. And it's crazy because as much as I appreciated his writing, you could see, a lot if you paid close attention. Anyway. Go on.
Anyway, they trying to assassinate me, God. I swear. That image that I had up to for the rest of the conversation, I can't. I guess.
Odell, you there?
You hear me?
Yeah, you just sounded robotic there for a second.
Because they trying to assassinate me, God.
What's that? Who's that in the back? Oh, okay.
It's me.
Okay.
I told you they was trying to assassinate me. Anyway, y'all all right out there? I'm sorry. Technical difficulties, you know what I mean? And I'm trying to produce. I'm literally over here trying to like really produce a show. So I tried to curate a conversation. I literally said this whole thing with Katt and Kevin. Be a good tie-in. But you never heard about that story about that, right? As far as the Peele's wife.
Key and Peele?
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not surprised. Just like I'm not surprised at the rumors about people thinking that Jordan Peele is not peeling anymore.
What you mean by that?
I don't know. He's not really being seen around that much anymore, and people are like trying to say that maybe he's all caught up. I mean, the truth is has he made any real appearances since Nope happened? And then even the way they slipped out that movie Him, where they put his name on it, but it really wasn't him that directed it or had anything to do with it. It just came off of Monkey Paw, but they used his name to push it.
Yeah.
And he never came out and said anything about that.
That's what I was about to say. I was about to say when we mentioned.
Is he in the sunken place?
Well, that's what when we mentioned Get Out. What's old boy that played on Romeo and Juliet? With Leonardo DiCaprio. What's the brother?
Harold Perrineau.
Harold. Out here in LA. I saw him years ago. It wasn't too long ago. I think it was maybe a little bit after the Pandisi, right?
Mm-hmm.
I literally saw him at a farmer's market on Melrose, and he looked okay. In the hood, you're gonna see crackheads. You know what a crackhead is cracked out. You know how a crackhead is cracked out. If you're from the hood, or if you're from the trailer parks, you know how a meth addict is meth out, right?
Yeah.
This dude was not either. He was like, he was there. He was like coherent, but he was like not there. And he had one of our Caucasian sisters, like kind of maybe I think that was his girl, because it was a little, mixed baby, right? Like it looked crazy. It looked like some Get Out shit. And he was just like picking through the fruit. It was, and I'm like, yo, that's Harold. But I mean, look, the etiquette for me, like, number one, I don't run up on people and fan out. I don't do that. Or nor do I run up on celebrities. Oh my God, you will. It's like, hey, I keep it push arse up. If like I've met some cool ass people out here. Speaking of comedians, rest in peace to Ezel. Ezel, I remember meeting him when I was like a kid.
He did pass away, didn't he?
Yeah, Ezel passed.
Yeah.
Ezel was cool. I met Ezel. I used to sell candy when I was a kid. Like, and we had a speech and all that bull corny shit. We all got to do all the little speech shit. I met him in Wilmington. And people who know, they know, he used to stay out there. And I saw him, I was ready to do my speech, and I said, hey man, you want to buy some candy? That nigga looked at me and said, oh, you a cool candy selling motherfucker, huh? That was some funny shit. I was dying. Ezel was funny as a motherfucker. He just, here, bro, I'm gonna get nigga buy 2 pieces of candy from me and kept it pushing. He had his girl with it. That shit was cool. So I never do all that fan out shit. And I didn't even like, I knew that was due from Friday. I didn't go, oh, my neck, my back. I didn't do none of that shit, right? So we don't do that corny shit out here if you from LA. So I saw Harold at a farmer's market and he looked spaced out. He looked gone. Like it looked like some sunken place type of deal for real. And this is not a lie. Like, I'm not saying allegedly that I saw him and I was like, yo, this dude looked, he looked like he was in a sunken place. So when you said Jordan Peele and you said that, it made me think of that.
Hey, I think we all take for granted exactly how involved this machine is in controlling people and controlling destinies and all of it. That's why I don't understand why some people in this life work so hard to get close to that whole situation. Like that weirdo Trashy K.
Uh-oh. You want me to we about to go there? Are we about to go there?
Yeah, I think we should.
I think we should too. Okay.
I think we should.
Let's go.
Like, first things first. When it comes to her, I don't think people really understand my disdain for her.
I do.
I really don't.
And I get it.
I think people think that I dislike her because I'm mad that she has more subscribers than me, or she's more active and she has a whole team of weirdos and just, oh, I like the both of you guys. And I don't think people really understand how much that hurts my feelings when I hear people say that. I like the both of you guys. This person was they sicked her on me like a junkyard dog. And she's been biting at my ankles. And when I finally got her off my ankles, she left behind fleas. Like, I think people need to understand that that's what the experience is like for me regarding this chick. Like, this chick is ugh. Like, just ugh. And exactly. Like, it's been nonstop harassment for years. And even when she doesn't talk about me or she's harassing me, she's assigned people to do so. So it's just very difficult because I don't think people realize exactly how, like, involved she's been in creating upheaval and destruction around my family life, around me, around my career. Like, none of that. I don't think people really get it. Like, I don't think people really get it at all. So when I see certain things happening, I'm really paying attention to how the fallout's going to be, because karma's coming for this hoe. And I think we might be at the beginning of that wave. That first wave of karma coming. Now, how many of y'all, you know what? I don't understand why people ask certain questions.
Don't even acknowledge it. Please keep it pushing.
Like I was saying. How many people? No, because for real, and I know people want me to bug out, and I know people want me to go off.
Exactly.
But what I'm going to say is this. When it gets to the point, like, if you really want to know how I feel about Tory Outlaw, all you got to do is go back in the library on the channel, Jaguar Right Effect, and look at the troll ducking receipt, and that'll tell you everything you need to know. You know what? I might go back and just repost it and just say, for those who want to know, if you want to know how I really feel, just listen to this here. But long and short of it, how many of you know what's going on with the Tasha K, Cardi B situation? What's going on, LP? Oh, I'm telling you something right now, Archangel Michael. A deep dive into that is like, you know, trying to escape from Shawshank Redemption. You know, the have you ever seen Shawshank Redemption? You know how the guy got out? He had to crawl through a sewer of crap. A mile of it. That's what a deep dive messing around with Trashy K looks like. It's like a river of feces. Long and short of it, for those of you who know or don't know, Cardi B sued Trash K for lying about her, for making up all kinds of slander. Exactly, New Orleans. To be exact, not only did she make up STDs and put that on her, she actually said that she gave STDs to her daughter Culture when she gave birth to her. She actually had her assistant go and basically go to the hospital where Cardi B had been treated to retrieve hospital records, which they doctored to make it look like they were right when they had lied. And yeah, they went through. So Cardi B suing her, it was well deserved. And you know, she got trapped on the stand with her crap attorney Olga. You know, that was when I first became acquainted with, you know, what's his name, the lead attorney, because he was literally there up at the courthouse promoting this whole trial. Like, they turned that whole trial into content. The lead attorney, that Michelle Brown, the AT alien chick, Lovely T, like all of them, they turned it into a meal. Oh, they made money off of that trial. And when she lost, then she came online and she did that whack ass. She didn't even apologize. She was on the stand and she actually was forced to admit that she lies intentionally for clicks, views, and ad revenue. That's her job, that's what she's supposed to be doing. Like, anyway, verdict came down on that. She lost. Jury came back. The number was $4 million. Well, 3.9, yada, 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 and some change. It's definitely over 4 million now. It's definitely more than 4 million now. She was able to negotiate making a payment arrangement over the course of 5 years that she would have to be able to pay $1.2 million in increments of $20 a month unless her revenue went up and she was making more money, and then she would, you know, have to pay more money towards it. Now, that's what she was looking at. And it was a good possibility she might have only had to pay the 1.2 million. Which, of course, that wasn't something that came along easy, because that verdict for the suit was in 2023, and it wasn't until 2025 that she had exhausted every legal option to try to get out of or get away from having to pay Cardi B. And she was forced to have to go into bankruptcy. And then they went into bankruptcy, and then they came up with these terms. Now, her biggest creditor that she owes to is Cardi B. She pretty much essentially she got the bankruptcy to be able to break down being able to pay Cardi B back in payments, like on some Christmas Club account, you know, Kmart layaway bullshit. So part of the agreement was, as long as she's making payments and as long as she owes B's money, she cannot speak disparagingly about her or anyone attached to her personal life or her family in any way. That includes spouses, that includes cousins, that includes parents, that includes her children, that includes close work associates. She signed the non-disparagement clause so Cardi B would agree to the payment plans. And anyway, fast forward a year and some missed payments. Cardi B's legal team was able to pull up 25 different counts where she broke the agreement as far as the non-disparagement clause, and they were also able to track down the fact that she was not appropriately or realistically disclosing all of her financials. She was hiding assets. Well, the judge came up with a ruling, and the ruling was that she has violated the non-disparagement clause. She's going to have to pay. It's probably going to be somewhere between like $150,000 to $200,000, and that's on top of the $4 million. Plus, they have to pay Cardi B's lawyer's fees, and her lawyer has to pay as well. And part of the reason why he has to pay as well is because he's just as much of a derelict idiot as she is. Apparently, her lawyer Chad is just as big a bum as her lawyer Olga, that lost the case in the first place or didn't try to come to some kind of settlement before it was forced to go down to a jury ruling. Chad was sending in motions and paperwork to the judge via Chat GPT. They were able to discover that. And if that's not even worse, the judge has now stated that if Cardi B's lawyers can prove that she hid 10% of her income, the bankruptcy is over. They're chucking it, which means the protection that she thought that she had and the time that she thought that she bought to be able to pay off that $4 million debt little by little will be gone. And that means Cardi B will be able to start garnishing her wages immediately. Garnishing all her accounts immediately. And if they're able to prove that she sent any of that money to Africa or had it set up in any of those trusts, like she's done. She's done. And I don't even think her little network of weirdos that she has online working with her, I don't think that that's going to be enough to carry it. Like I think this is the end. You got a lawyer filing motions using Chat GPT? You down with GPT? Yeah, you know me.
You know me.
Like, and it's wild because you remember when I told you, when I saw her, she kept posting that her bankruptcy attorney's, information for his, I guess his firm all over her stuff. I was like, I bet you that's part of her payment plan with him.
You did say that.
All she paying him is $20,000 a year and promoting his business, which I don't see how that is going to work out good for him, because now that people know what a janky attorney he is, ain't nobody going to be calling his number looking for that a Chat GPT bankruptcy attorney. I'm good.
Yeah, fuck that. Like,
she lies about everything. Earlier this year, when she lied about Ja Rule, and Ja Rule said he was gonna what did he say? He said he was gonna sue her for telling lies about him or whatever the case may be. And she was like, you can make all the threats you want and because I have expensive attorneys. I learned my lesson after I went to trial, and I'll do this and I'll do. Bitch, you ain't doing shit. Now with ChatGPT, like, my God. And people listen to her. And that, I think that's the part that bothers me.
Unfortunately.
So yeah, she ain't nothing but an internet terrorist and a bum ass liar. If she's willing to do all of this, why would anybody believe any of the crap that she's put out on me? And that goes to show you that they don't believe it. They just like seeing her be a fucking menace.
That right there. You know, they like seeing people crash out, do all types of things that's not beneficial for their benefit, but it's an episode of All My Ninjas, right? Like, you sitting here, you like to watch people crash out, you like to watch people do dumb things. And number one, Tasha K, all she had to do was retract, take down, and that would have been that. But you can tell someone who's not mentally there, they just keep going, they keep going.
She's mentally ill. In my opinion, I believe she's mentally ill.
I believe something's wrong with her mentally, because you just supposed to chill. Like, damn, okay, I get it. She kept.
You want to know what I don't get? I'm gonna tell you what I don't get. Cardi B is a disaster. She is probably one of the most just amoral, sad, just constantly making bad decisions, constantly making bad choices, constantly in a perpetual crash out. Like, this chick got so much that you can be honest about. Why would you need to lie?
There's no need. None.
There was no need to lie. They can't sue you for telling the truth. You lied. You made shit up. Like, and that's the thing that cracks me up. Listen to me. She is a pathological liar. She has no choice but doing it. And guess what? And now, rather than lying, they like to fake their evidence. They like to come up with receipts, fake receipts, and chat GPT this and chat GPT that. Well, guess what? I hope you're down with GPT. Yeah, you know me. Looking ass. I hope it was worth it. I hope it was worth it. I do. I don't know if jail time will be attached, but apparently her judge is very disgusted. Her judge is very upset, because the truth is, it's not even the fact that she was being defiant on the orders and the agreement that she actually made with Cardi B so that she could get some grace from the person who she tried to, whose name and reputation she tried to destroy. Like, for real. Cardi B was doing a fine job of it all by herself. She didn't need your help. But if that's not bad enough, she's playing in the judge's face. She's playing in the face of the court, because you came to court to get relief from what. How about you just, tell the truth?
Her attorneys, Cardi B's attorneys, because you talking about lying, they uncovered that, allegedly, Tasha K had some Cook Island trust. You guys know Cook Island is like, they uncovered that. They submitted the documents allegedly, and that's why I'm saying about the whole jail thing, because see, the thing is it's one thing to try to like conceal and you are deliberately. I don't see it not possible for Cardi B's attorneys to get this over to like a DA, and then it could be some criminal charges. That's why the question is, Is Tasha K going to jail? They said they uncovered some Cook Island trusts, some other island. You know, there's these places that have these places where you need the offshore accounts. Yeah.
Yeah. And they found some for her. Cook Islands. She got that house in Atlanta. Cardi gonna take that. That's only gonna that ain't gonna be a big chunk though. Like that house.
That house, yeah, it's a trap house. I think
at best it's gonna sell for like $500,000 to $600,000. That's gonna cover some of the fees. That ain't even. I know.
So, I see some type of jail time in the future because I think, see, when you're playing with like federal, when you're doing all this, man, they don't play. It's no slap on the wrist. You're doing a lot. The financial crimes is different.
She played in that judge's face.
Yeah, they'll put your ass in there just to show an example. And that's why I was saying, you know, the federal attorney guy, you know, let me shut up. But yeah, it's about to get real nasty for a lot of people. It's about to get real nasty for a lot of people.
She didn't sell that house. That house is not sold. Ain't nobody buy that house yet, baby. She did not sell that house. And I wish people would stop lying about that house, because the reason why she moved out of that house, because people are like, oh, I don't know why she moved out of the house and whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. I'll tell you why she moved out of the house. Because if she had stayed in Georgia, Cardi B would have already had that house. That's why they moved to Florida, because Florida has state rules that if you file bankruptcy, people can't come after your assets. They have to go through the bankruptcy court. That's why she moved to Florida into a rental property and left the house that she owned in Georgia and just rented that out. But apparently she ain't even really renting it out no more, because she rented it out to a couple of people and they trashed the place. So they got to fix it up. Like karma coming for
everybody.
Karma coming. It really is. It really is. I mean, look, they can try to run if they want to run. They can do whatever they want to do. But I'm going to tell you something right now. I don't see how this is going to work out, because with her and her husband Shaq having so many common interests together, they got Yellen Entertainment, Kibi Studios, like all of that. Shaq is involved in all of that. They be able to come after him too. Like, this ain't just gonna fall on her. I got a feeling. Yeah, Florida has the homestead law. That's why she left Georgia. She didn't want to leave Georgia and go back to Florida. But they had to move to Florida so that they could file for bankruptcy in Florida for the homestead law. So Cardi couldn't come and just wipe them out quickly. Like, she is actively going through a lot trying to run from this in every way she can. She did not want to leave Georgia, and she did not want to leave, as she called that house, her dream house. She didn't want that. Like, this is it. I think this is going to be the beginning of the end.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a feeling this isn't the end of the road of any of that, because you know, people are talking about this case, but they're not talking about that Brian McKnight case. Ooh. And I think he's got a case. And the way he tried to pursue me on some bullshit that he couldn't even win, that was past the statute of limitation, I hope he's going to go after her as vigorously. And I can't wait to start seeing all of the content creators talking about it like they talked about me last year. It's just funny. It's just funny.
It is funny. Funny, ha ha.
Like
Funny,
it's
ha
just
ha.
it's man. I don't know how many times Brian McKnight, Jaguar, right? The dude, they ain't talking about it no more. They ain't talking about no lawsuits no more. They're also not talking about the lawyers that filed those faulty, shifty ass cases. Speaking of, I don't know if you heard, CJ Wallace was just relieved and
From the
caught
suit?
a default judgment from the Jonathan Hay lawsuit.
Wait, what? Nah, I
Yep.
didn't hear that. What
Yep.
happened?
Well, apparently, CJ countersued Jonathan Hay for defamation, and they said he was hiding. He
Who
was hiding from Jonathan.
Ah,
The courts tried to have him served on 20 some odd different occasions.
what?
And CJ went to the court and said he's not responding, he's not this, he's not that, and there was a default judgment. I mean, the rest of the civil case is still there on Diddy, and I think the only reason is because of the criminal case.
Right.
But CJ has been removed from the case.
Ooh.
That's not a good look.
Nah, not at all.
It's not, John.
Nah. And
That's
see,
not-
that's why I respect why you move the way you move. You really didn't want to speak too much on this. Number one, not because I guess CJ Wallace is like lightweight family for you, right?
Yeah.
So it makes sense. But that's why I respect how you move. Y'all be thinking, yeah, anyway, wow.
What did I say?
Uh-huh.
I don't want no parts.
And you had every right. Wow.
And now CJ is out. He's out of the lawsuit. Which means that the court didn't find enough credible reason to keep him in the lawsuit. Chased him all over Florida. They said they went to a couple of different addresses. And my thing is if you were really pursuing the civil suit and you went through like all of that trouble that he went through, and he was the way he was talking about CJ, and CJ did this, and he wanted to see him and Diddy in jail, but CJ isn't a part of the criminal case either. It's just Diddy.
Right. Interesting. Well, we got a lot of catching up to do this week because there's been developments on the DeMarais case, which maybe we'll talk about that tomorrow. I think, yeah, it's a lot going on, but it's a lot that they're not talking about.
A lot. I tell you one thing. If Jonathan's case turned out to just be a decoy while they were trying to find a way to shut up the rest of the cases, because why do we not know what's going on with the Anna King case? What is the official call on the Little Rod case?
And family, we're still going to follow up on the Ivana Ortiz case. Y'all hit up Jag's Cash App. Number one, it's her birthday this week, so y'all hit up her Cash App, show her some love. But we I want to follow up. Look, there's a lot of stuff that they're just putting out and they're burying. I'm already seeing how this whole thing is being played out. We in that and yeah, we just gonna stay on it.
All this loud shit. And meanwhile, the cases that we know are real, the cases that we know are true, are just disappearing from the front, from conversation altogether.
Yeah.
Yeah. CJ Wallace has officially been vindicated.
Mm.
Ooh. You know, maybe it's time to reach out to Jonathan.
Okay. Let's do it.
All right, guys. Well, I think that's it.
That's it. That's it. I think we did enough. I appreciate everybody in here.
Well, we have PayPal and we also have a GoFundMe.
Yeah, go to the website, thejaguarright.com, and you'll get all the other good stuff. PayPal, we have the legal fund, all that good stuff. But no, we appreciate, we do get a few donations just from the family, and we do appreciate it. We see it, all that good stuff. Yeah.
For anybody though out here that has already donated to the Legal Defense Fund, or if you know someone who might, please share it. Please share it. Share the information.
Oh, right there. Right there. There you go. That's the go. If you just go to GoFundMe and just search Jaguar Right, you'll find it. But yeah, we appreciate you, Kimberly.
Thank you.
Want to scare you off. And Carla, we see you. We appreciate you.
Well, we know you're a little bit behind, but much love to you, darling.
Yeah. All right.
So I guess that's it.
Yeah, we'll be back. I think I'm gonna come back tomorrow. I think you definitely should come back tomorrow and then on the Moray situation, the update.
Yeah, I think we need to talk about that.
Along with a few other things, because it's a lot going on. Everybody's gonna be talking about other stuff. Nah, we about to yeah. Let's do it.
All right, y'all. That's it for me. Peace. One love.
All
You
right.
down with GPT? Yeah, you know me. Lord.